Okay, about 1 year after the fact, Tom Arbuthnot, fellow MVP, and Microsoft Master and I are back at the MVP wall. We're blocking the regional director part here because, that's what matters. So, Tom, I did not have the pleasure of being actually in yesterday's general session. I watched bits and pieces as I was able to on the humongous screen that's over in the Hangout. But what would you give me as some of the top highlights from that session?
Yeah, so this is the fun of being a community reporter, right? You get to run around, but you don't get to see much. So the general session was really good. Laurie Wright introduced it. A few other people did kind of certain parts of the keynote, but really there was lots and lots of information about new features, so things that we knew about but now have GA'd. So background blur, cloud meeting recording, cloud video interop, Polycom GA'd.
I love the GIF, by the way, that they are using
the on BBC one.
Oh my gosh, that's great awesome for the background blur. But yeah.
So that was stuff that if you're paying attention in the community, you probably knew about, but they're now GA Ring 4 generally available.
Okay.
There were some new features that were teasers coming soon, so things like the live meeting 10,000 user scenario.
Right.
Not mentioned in the keynote, but a big deal is the tap preview APIs coming out for different interop scenarios as well.
What was the feature that you are most excited that it's on the roadmap now, not GA?
For me, it's the APIs, so the ability for contact centers to start interacting. On a modality, we do some product stuff, so the ability to control Teams meetings, do reporting, that kind of thing. So that's a bit geeky, but for me, it's the APIs. But I think the key thing from a messaging point of view was the usage.
Yeah.
So the 339,000 active tenants, and that's not enabled, that's active usage.
Right.
87 of the FTSE 100 are now using it actively as well.
Right.
And I think it was 60 tenants are above 10,000 monthly active users.
You know, I'm excited about the DLP features that are coming. I specifically have been working with a few customers recently that have been asking for a lot more control in that area. So really cool stuff there. Did they dive into that on stage at all?
Yeah, they showed an active demo where they were some DLP but message that shouldn't have got posted, it gets deleted and there's a warning comes up. And the nice thing is, if you notice the messaging, it was Microsoft 365 collaboration, not just Teams. So Laurie's responsible for the whole collaboration story. So DLP goes across the stack. Microsoft Search goes across the stack. And things like with the cloud recording, you've got Stream in there as well.
Right.
So lots of the story is becoming more about the stack and less about just Teams, which I think is really cool.
Awesome. Well, Tom, thank you so much for joining us again. I appreciate that we got to meet back up. You and I will be talking at least 2 or 3 more times this week.
Yeah.
So
we've got the live podcast on stage, so you'll be a guest on that.
Yes.
We've got some other recording to do this week, so stay tuned, I guess.
And there will be an MVP roundtable of sorts in the podcast pop-up that you'll be there for. So tune in throughout the week. Lots of good stuff coming.
Cheers,
Thank you.